like a Hellcat.
Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm Joe PT, and for today what we have here is DarkSiders Warmastered edition. Warmastered, it's the remaster, so the game was developed by Visual Games, but it was now ported or remastered by the Kaiko. I think the name of the engine is Phoenix, but that was the name for the DarkSiders 2 engine, but I believe it's the same of DarkSiders 1. So this is the options menu where you can fingle about, you can mess around. So as you can see, we are currently running the game completely maxed out with the exception of the anti-aliasing, because you can select full screen anti-aliasing, which is much more demanding, but we will use FXAA. So texture quality we have set to very high because it uses between 1.3 to 1.7 gigabytes. Our graphic card have 2 gigs, so there is budget for that. And we have some post-processing options that many people might not like it. I didn't like it either, but I decided to use just to show you how it looks. It's the effect is vignetting. It's pretty usual on the games. It just blacks it out a little bit, the borders of the screen. There is no problem with vignette for me, but there is another one called Chroma FX, and the Chroma FX in this game is basically just chromatic aberration in the vignettic parts, and it seems kind of weird. So if you look to the corners of the screen, you will notice a very weird effect going on. So I'm recording the game with MSI Afterburner. As you can see, there is a display there, the frame rate and all the stuff. Don't take the frame rate too much seriously on the MSI Afterburner, because the MSI Afterburner to record takes some impact, some frame rate. We can lose between 3 to 5 FPS, but that was the reason why I decided to run the game without recording and register the frame rates. So you can find the real frame rate that I got without recording on the description of the video, or you can click on the green rectangle saying frame rate to take you to a sequence of the video where I have a graphic and all the stuff explaining the frame rate and the performance things about the game that I got without recording. But if you want, check it out the game and see how it looks like. Just continue enjoying the video until the end if you want to. So you might be asking, so what's new after all on the remaster? So one of the things that completely jumps to our eye is the textures. The textures took a huge revamp. The assets have great textures right now. It's awesome. The shadow quality is now much more sharp. I don't truly like this approach, but the original was a little bit soft but with low resolution shadows, so it wasn't good either. And maybe this one, it looks at least better in my opinion, despite I preferred a little bit the shadows a little bit softer than truly sharp shadows. So more stuff that I can talk about. So we now have these chromatic aberration post effects, and another effect that I missed a lot is the anisotropic filtering that we are using at 16 times, which is the maximum, because the original game only have like true linear texture filtering, and that completely wastes all the quality of the texture. It's a shame, because when I completed DarkSiders I had to go to the Nvidia control panel or AMD control panel to force anisotropic filtering, because it was a mess to play a game with trilinear. But now with the remaster we have the options on the graphics menu, so we don't really need to go and use it. So it's more on like pretty much it. There is nothing too much new in the game besides that. I mean, the texture quality improvements are very welcome in my opinion, because the textures of the original was a little bit, bad. The game now supports 4K video, and all the cutscenes was re-rendered in high quality. In fact, if you go to the folder of the game, you can find all the cutscenes in there. You can use them, just don't violate the copyright. And so this is pretty much it. The frame rate must be now a little bit better. You have now a field of view that you can choose from. I was missing that out. You can play borderless. You have now Steam trading cards, and if you have the Steam controller you can actually use it. I'm using the Xbox 360 gamepad, and that is it. I will let you enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Hope you enjoy the rest, and hope to see you soon. Goodbye. Hello boys and girls, welcome back to the performance section of the video. This was the run without recording that I made on the first level. The first level is very demanding because there is a lot of action going on, a lot of particles, and it seems that our laptop over here doesn't really like particles of this game. So as you can see, the game runs mostly between the 30s and the 40s. There are some sequences there that goes even to the 50s, but mostly is between the 30s and the 40s depending on the environment, and this one was very demanding. On the consistency, only 3% of the frames was lower than 30 FPS, so the game is very consistent, and the VRAM usage was between 1.3 to 1.7 gigabytes. About the RAM, if you only have 4 gigabytes of RAM, this game doesn't have any thread to use, so you can run it quite well. The CPU usage was between the 40 to 75%, and the GPU usage was completely maxed out. So if you want to improve the frame rate, one of the tips that I have for you is that you can reduce the anisotropic filtering, you can get rid of the chrome effects and the vignetting. Chrome effects maybe, but those are really very undemanding things. The texture quality I still recommend you to keep at very high because it's very beautiful, doesn't really impact too much the frame rate, okay, and we have VRAM for that, so let it be there. there is there isn't much things that you can lower on the game to improve the frame rate, unless you can always try to lower the resolution to 720p. The game will continue to look good, but just you lower it just a little bit the resolution. So it's up to you. For me, I think this resolution and settings, it's nice. It's completely maxed out settings without the anti-aliasing, which is set to FXAA. So that's all I want to talk about the DarkSiders Warmastered Edition. Thank you a lot for watching until now. If you want to see more content like this, just subscribe my channel, like it or share it. Okay, if you want to support the channel, just disable adblock. Okay, thank you a lot for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.